All right, Mopar people. Welcome back to the channel. I'm just Mopar Joe.
Mopar Joe, 400 watt.
Which one do people neglect to clean the most, you think?
Huh?
So which one do you think people...
The center ones.
The center?
Yeah. I mean, that's...
Through there?
Hang on a second. No. See there?
Mm-hmm.
And then this, and of course in big block and small block, there's two angles there. One goes to cam, the other is your oil. Comes from the oil galley. Okay, I'll get the well. You want to get in there, wear your gloves, get you a soft cotton rag. Make sure it's clean though. And scrub out those cylinder bores. Because we want that soap will help lift the particles out of the cone. It's brightening up already, Joe.
I can tell.
These big old brushes for your bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we all know you guys go almost anywhere and get a bucket. So if you use a brush down on the bottom, be careful that you don't bang the cylinders and kick up that burr on those cylinders.
Uh-huh.
You know what we found? So if you drop that, make sure you re-dip it, clean it. You don't want to touch the machine surfaces. Lean. Yeah, it's kind of old school, Joe. Man, like a lot of guys, and a lot of guys before us, they've been doing this a long time. We're blessed to have pressure washers and jet washers, but the guy at home, he may not have. Go ahead and lift it up a little bit, Joe. Well, like I said, if you break that surface tension on that rust, after you get it hot and stuff, you can see that stuff starts kind of, you almost drag a rag or something over it and starts coming off.
Mm-hmm.
Here you can get pretty aggressive. You can see. And we know this old block was really rusty.
Yeah.
But I don't like shot peening these blocks. Some guys do. I don't like shot peen them, and I like bead blast them. And I bead blast ahead because you can clean it out. But take the opportunity. That brush in and give a little twist.
Mm-hmm.
You have to watch you put too big of a brush in the oil galley, it's really tight, and you force it through there, it can push a burr up in the lifter board, then you got a tight lifter. So always caution yourself on that. You know, just, it don't have to necessarily touch the wall, and if it isn't big enough, just put a little bend in the end of it and then give it a little twist, put it in a different angle. It'll clean it up.
This looks like, is that a nylon brush?
Yeah.
Nylon bristles?
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
This one brush kit, I think this was in it. I got this at Harbor Freight, I believe. So kind of Harbor Freight's my go-to, you know, quickie deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's been setting a little bit. You want to keep active with this because you don't want to let it set and let it flash rust.
Right.
So some guys don't like thermal cleaning because you know, it leaves the block looking like it's been burned, and in essence it has been. But like in your case, where it had all that stuff in the water jacket, it is the #1 way to descale the water jackets. I mean, he asked me go to all that work and rebuild an engine, and then if you can get in there with your finger, get the cam bores. Okay. That's the oil galley that you can't get from the top.
Right.
And let's don't forget our cylinder head feed holes.
Yep.
Oh. This is one of the Harbor Freight ones. It's kind of flimsy, it's delicate, but if you're easy with it, I was just didn't have a... Yep, don't forget that. And in my opinion, you know, I wasn't back there when they did these. But this is, other than the rust and stuff, don't forget to do those. One on this plug, of course, and one for your all that kind of stuff. What do you think?
Plain as a whistle.
I believe we got water coming out of there now.
Yeah.
And it'll dry, and some more that'll probably descale. Like I said, Wayne and I, we had to dig and everything.
So how many, what wash number is this?
What?
How many times do you wash this block?
One time. So we thermal cleaned it. And we didn't wash it. Then we machined. I used to wash them, but what I found, you know, especially the humidity we have in Arkansas, this one's got some. Yeah, I'm watching you spray this. You spray that one, you spray yourself.
Yep.
I know that.
Well, I remember it every time after I do it.
Yeah.
You know?
I did a 440 a while back, and it got me before I... Okay, Joe, give me an air. A lot of times, you don't have to tap all these accessory holes. If they're good, you'll just be able to blow the trash out. That way you won't oversize it a couple times. But that is the micro particles in the hone that is rusting. So we'll just wipe this out.
They missed our WD-40 spray.
Huh?
They missed, I wasn't filming.
No, that's all right. I'm going to redo it.
Okay.
So, and as I was going to say, WD-40 is our friend here. I'll just recap this. So, cylinders, all the machine surfaces. So you want to do all your machine surfaces, cylinders always first and last. And the deck, of course. Line hone, oil galley holes. Get your crankcase real good. Get this, machine surfaces, oil galleys. A lot of people forget the fuel pump rod hole if you using that, you know. Use common sense and you'll prevail. Okay. And that water, that's why I say I usually like to let them set inside, heat on. So that's second time around, Joe. So
Better than it ever came factory.
yes.
Way better.
So then we start again. And now it's more crucial for the machine shop to do this than the guy at home. But when you go home and wash it, you don't want to get after it. And then, so when I build the motor, I do the cylinders again. You know, if it's setting for a month or 2 or 3 months, whatever the time is. So we're getting better, but we're still not there. So you go through a lot of WD-40. Some people think it's a waste. But so it's been plateau honed, so a lot of the peaks are gone. So all we're leaving, and you know, and it varies. You know, sometimes you can do. It usually takes about 3 times to get them, but this one is probably going to need 4. You know, it'll need it again, obviously. Now, you know you can't run WD uphill, you want to get up here and to run that down on that oil galley.
Uh-huh.
Then don't forget those little buggers. And you know, you might get a little flash rust. It's not going to be near as bad as well. This thing was everything was rusty in it.
Mm-hmm. Man.
That's what we're getting at. So we could do it another time. That's what we want. If you're not doing at least that good, you're backing up. All the way up. And some of that you can pull off the, you know, down on the crankcase. You know, you go through the bottom of the cylinder, but so go ahead and wipe this. Wipe these registers. And see a lot of that surface rust, you wipe it off. And you'd be amazed, after these things run, man, they look good. So I usually just wipe the machine surfaces. But you wouldn't even know that was the same block, would you, Joe?
Nope. She was ugly.
Examining the cylinders. Mopar Joe's Hypo 400. Like Chrysler never made it. They never made a 400 Hypo. Well, I beg to differ.
Here it is.
Here it is. 383 on steroids. Here's the lifter blowers, Joe. Can you see those on the nice crosshatch in there? They're not oversized. They're not honed over. The surface just conditioned where they're factory bored them. Look through the oil galley. You may not be able to see with the light. Can you see?
I'm in oh, there you go. Yep.
I'm in the cam tunnel.
Mm-hmm.